The V-2 is the world's first long-range ballistic missile, developed by German designer Wernher von Braun and adopted for service at the end of World War II. 75 years ago, the V-2 rocket was the first to photograph the Earth from space. The picture was taken at an altitude of over 100 kilometers. Sputnik is the rocket carrying the first artificial satellites, the basis for which was the intercontinental ballistic missile of the R-7 family, the first rocket in history to reach the first space speed. The rocket is also known for placing into orbit the Earth's first ever artificial satellite called Sputnik 1. Soyuz, a Soviet three-stage medium-class launch vehicle designed to orbit the Earth in circular orbit for manned Soyuz-type spacecraft and Cosmos Series unnamed spacecraft. Saturn V is an American Super Heavy launch vehicle of Saturn family. It was used for realization of a manned landing on the Moon and preparation for it under the Apollo program. The goal of the program was formulated by US President John Kennedy, and it was successfully achieved on July 20, 1969. During the Apollo 11 mission with the moon landing of Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. In all, the Apollo program has seen 6 successful landings of astronauts on the moon. These 6 Apollo missions are currently the only ones in the history of mankind where humans have landed on another astronomical object. The N-1 is a Soviet super heavy launch vehicle. It was developed from the early 60s under the leadership of the great Soviet scientist Sergei Korolev. It was originally intended for launching a heavy orbital station into Earth orbit, providing for the assembly of a heavy interplanetary spacecraft for flights to Venus and Mars. Space Shuttle, American reusable transport spacecraft. Shuttles were used for launching cargo into orbits to 500 kilometers high for scientific research and servicing of orbital spacecrafts. The Space Shuttle Discovery delivered the Hubble telescope into orbit in April 1990. The Space Shuttles Columbia, Discovery, Endeavour and Atlantis carried out 4 servicing missions for the Hubble telescope. Ariane 5 is a European single-use heavy-lift launcher of the Ariane family, designed to carry payloads into low-support orbit or geostationary orbit. Perhaps one of the most famous launches of this rocket was on December 25, 2021. As a result, the James Webb satellite was launched to replace one of the most popular satellites, Hubble. The CZ-2F is a Tianjin series launch vehicle designed and built in the People's Republic of China to carry out manned launches of the Shenzhou spacecraft. To date, all launches of the CZ-2F rocket have been successful. The Space Launch System is an American 2-stage super heavy lift launch vehicle being developed by NASA for manned missions beyond Earth orbit. The main mission is the Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the Moon. The first unmanned launch with the Artemis 1 mission is scheduled for November 12-27, 2022, and the first manned Artemis 2 is scheduled for May 2024. Starship is a fully reusable, 2-stage, super heavy lift launch vehicle designed to economically deliver cargo and people to low Earth, sun-synchronous and geostationary orbits, as well as interplanetary flights to the Moon and Mars.